Navigating an international academic conference can be very stressful, especially if you are a master's student or a PhD student attending this kind of conferences for your very first time. After attending 2 international conferences myself, in this video I'm going to share with you my own experience and practical tips on how you can navigate such events. The 2 conferences I attended so far were centered around the theme Resilient Systems. The first one was in Munich in Germany and the second in Delft University of Technology in the Netherlands. The theme Resilient Systems is highly interdisciplinary. In both conferences, the topics range from complex technical studies to more socially oriented research, all viewed through the lens of resilience. It is really fascinating to see how a single concept like resilience can be applied in so many fields and just adapted based on the context. This interdisciplinary nature is what makes the conference particularly engaging. An academic conference is a professional gathering where researchers, practitioners come together to share their work, exchange ideas, and discuss developments in a specific field. Think of it as a space where knowledge is presented, challenged, and expanded. The aim of a conference is not just to present your research and receive feedback on your research, but it is also to engage in other people's research by listening to their presentation, giving feedback in case you have any, connecting with them, connecting with people in the general research community. And in this context, you will meet people that you used to cite in your work, in your papers. Conferences are a good platform to approach these people, to communicate with them, to get collaborations, or just to know about what is happening out there in the general research community. And here during conferences, people are prepared to network. So it's relatively easier to approach people and to talk to them. Conferences are super important, especially for aspiring academicians. They prepare you for the research environment and are generally organized by experts in a particular field. If you're a master's or a PhD student, your supervisor should potentially be also organizing conferences, and they can link you to the conferences they organize or those organized by their colleagues. However, if you want to explore other means of finding conferences, I suggest you look to platforms like LinkedIn. There are a lot of conferences shared on this platform. You just need to be connected to the research community. Another way to find conferences is using platforms like IEEE, which is one of the world's largest professional organizations for technology and engineering. And in this platform, they organize and support thousands of high-quality international conferences every year. If you're a new PhD, then probably you might have this question in your mind: how do I actually get accepted to present at a conference? Generally, conferences release a call for papers or a call for abstracts. You will need to submit a summary of your research. This could be an abstract, a full paper, or sometimes even a proposal for a poster. Your submission will then be reviewed by experts in the field, and if it aligns with the conference theme and meets the academic standards, you will be accepted either for an oral presentation or a poster presentation, or even sometimes a panel. And something I got to understand along the way is that conferences are not just to present the finished products. You don't have to have a complete paper before submitting an application for a conference. It's totally fine if you don't have all the results or just have preliminary results. You can still get feedback on your methodology or your preliminary findings when you present at the conference. So if you see any conference very important for your work, do not hold back. Just submit that application, and who knows, if you're accepted, you will get to present according to your progress. If you're accepted for a poster session, then you will need to represent your research in the form of a visual, and on the day of the conference, you will have to stand in front of your poster and explain to anyone who comes to you to know more about your work. And if you're accepted for an oral presentation, then you'll be given a slot of about 15 to 20 minutes where you present your research and have some Q&As. This is more formal and time-bound compared to the poster session, where you need to be close to your poster all the time. When you see someone coming around the poster, you need to go and explain the poster to them. These oral presentations generally take place in different rooms simultaneously. So make sure you check the conference program and mark the presentations you would want to attend. If the conference is an international conference and has a lot of participants, it can be easy for you to miss out on the presentation you may want to attend